Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? It's a nice Thursday, very foggy outside. I just wanted to give you your English words for imposters and crewmates. Um, crewmates, you're just going to have the basic words, and crewmates, you're going to have expanded vocabulary. Okay, imposters are going to have the expanded vocabulary, and crewmates, you're just going to have the spelling words that are the spelling words for this week. Okay? All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen like I always do. All right, but today we are going to be talking about the compound sentences. Remember when we talked about compound words? Okay. And when we talked about compound words, we were talking about like rainbow or toothache, and so there's two separate words that make one word, right? And so we're going to look at combining two sentences and making them into one. All right. Let's open a Jamboard with Miss Marissa. I want to open a Jamboard, new tab to the right. We're going to open a Jamboard. Let's see here. Let me go to my Gmail account. And we're going to go here to Jamboard. Where's my Jamboard? Here we are. Okay. All right. So we're going to start a new Jamboard today because it's the 3rd of November. Okay. And today's Jamboard for English is learning about compound sentences. All right. So we know that a compound word like rain and plus bow equals rainbow, right? Well, you don't need to have like a plus in there to understand, but there's two separate words. There's a rain and a bow. Well, and that's a compound word. Do you get that? It's a compound word, right? Okay. When we're looking at compound sentence, it's like two sentences in one. Okay, let's see. Let me give you an example here. Dior went fishing yesterday. Okay. And Zacharia went swimming yesterday. Okay, let's just say it says yesterday. All right. So what I want to do is I want to maybe, oh yeah, I want that's not what I want. Okay, let me see if I can highlight this. No. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make this on another slide. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, because I want to show you, oh no, I can do it there. Okay, so what are the two things that these two sentences have in common? Remember, it's a complete sentence because it has a subject and a predicate, right? And it has a subject to or what the sentence is about. And this one does have a period. You just can't see it because Miss Marissa drew too big. All right, this one has a period. And yesterday, this has a period. Okay. It's like good there. Okay. They're both talking about yesterday, right? But we want to combine them because it's still kind of sort of the same, right? So, you could combine them and say, Dior and Zacharia went fishing and swimming yesterday. All right. Zacharia went swimming and Dior went fishing yesterday. All right. Now, if you wanted to make it like Well, but Dior likes fishing better, okay? Or Zachario and Dior wanted to go fishing and swimming, but Dior likes fishing better, or something like this. Okay, so you have different words that will combine those sentences, so you're making them really long. So you see here, remember you're seeing this on YouTube, so you can pause it and go back, but I'm going to go ahead and erase this now. Okay, so they're the same. Do you see here that there's a went here, there's a went here, there's two names, and there's two different actions, and they all happened yesterday, right? Okay. Now, if you need to pause here and talk about it, it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, Dior went fishing and we'll do it in red. And okay, Zachario went swimming yesterday. Okay, that's all right. All right. Do you see here what they're talking about, right? I combined the thoughts. Now, Dior went fishing and Zachario went swimming yesterday. It implies that, or makes you think they went together, right? Zachario went swimming and Dior went fishing in the water, right? Dior didn't want to swim, but Zachario did, right? So, and when they have and, it looks like they did it together. Now, if I wanted to change this word, and I would put in a different word like but, okay? Now it sounds like, well, Dior went fishing, but Zachario went swimming yesterday. So maybe they did it separately because it's not and, it's but, okay? Now, if you change it again, you can make it, you would have to change it here to Dior didn't go. We're going to take out this went. Didn't go fishing, nor did, let me erase this a little bit, nor did Zacharia go swimming yesterday. Okay, so now I have changed it. Dior didn't go fishing, nor did Zacharia go swimming yesterday. I've changed it to what they call a negative. So the positive is, yeah, they went swimming, they went fishing, Now it's, no, they didn't. They didn't go. Maybe they were planning to go. Maybe they said, maybe Dior said, I'm going to go fishing tomorrow. Isn't that great? I'm going to go fishing this weekend. And Zachariah goes, yeah, and I'm going to go swimming this weekend. Okay, and when they come to school, you'll say, did you go have fun fishing? And Dior could say, oh, no, I didn't go fishing. Nor did Zachariah go swimming yesterday. You see? So it makes it where you can change what happened so that it shows that in the sentence. All right? So the words that connect a sentence in a compound sentence are called these words are called conjunctions. Okay, conjunctions. Conjunctions mean they join the words together. Con, this one here, okay, is a prefix that means join. I think. Con, or no, it means with. Okay, con. Okay, and junctions, and this is talking about in English, it's talking like in English, the language grammar, I do believe it's talking about the words or with not words. It's like thoughts. It's like works, okay? Thoughts or written works. Okay? And shun means altogether. Okay? So the junked is, it's actually junked, okay? And then shun is also there. So there, shun usually means altogether. And shun means altogether. Okay? So when you're breaking apart words, usually they come from Latin pretext, which is before Italy, before like in the Roman times, and they used Latin or Greek words and they stuck them together. So a lot of prefixes and suffixes. And if I did this wrong, to all the English majors out there, I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to get the kids to understand that conjunctions are words that we use to put things together. Okay. So with thoughts or written works and all together, the junction, like a junction or adjunct is usually is like a thought. You're putting it's a thought or it's a written work. Okay, and shuns means it means all together. So these are written works together. And kun usually means, and this is not con, it's kun. So or co, okay. This is more like co, not con, but still it means with, right? So with thoughts or written works all together. We're pushing these things together. Okay? All right. So that's how we break up this word. It's conjunctions. Can you say that? Conjunctions. Conjunctions. And these are the words that you put in a compound sentence to put it together. Like we did back here when we said nor or nor did, nor right there. Remember we talked about but, and then we said and you can say or. So words that are conjunctions that you're going to learn about today, okay, are and, but, or, and nor. Okay, these are your most commonly used conjunctions. Sometimes there's other words that act as conjunctions, but these are your most commonly used. Okay, so in your English, you're going to be working with these conjunctions this day. Okay, all right. Let's go back to our sheet here. And this is workbook page. I do believe it's a workbook page. Oh dear. I don't know which page it is. Let me see if I can open this up. Just wait. Let me close this one out. Let me go to your practice book. This is probably easier. Okay, and we're gonna go to your practice book. Here it is, practice work. Now, table of contents, something we haven't talked about yet, is is where you're going to find all of your different things. So here you have, up here you have page numbers, right? And here you have your table of contents. So we have pretty much talked about a lot of these things in week 1 and week 2. And here, see, it says compound words. Okay, let's look down. Oops, this went too far. Okay, here's week 1, week 3. Okay. Ooh, we have to talk past tense verbs. I didn't talk about that yet. Week 4. Okay, we might have to go back to that one. Week 5, combining sentences with verbs. Combining sentences with verbs. And I think, yeah. Okay, so we're going to look at page, combining sentences with verbs. I think so. This one here, 169. So Miss Merce is going to go up here and type in, that can't be right. We're not on 169 yet, are we? Really? Huh. Maybe we're on 169. Okay, let me see here. We did these words. Yeah, we did those. Yeah, I don't think we're that far. Let me see. I think I'm just going to go like this. Sentence fragment, complete subjects. You guys have been working on these by yourself. Oh, yeah. These are the words from last week. You're supposed to have done all of these pages. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. And we talked a little bit about this, yeah, or no? This is not what I'm. Weak predicate, compound predicate. Ooh, maybe we are far behind. Okay, well, let's just go to page 169. I think that's a little bit far, but we'll go do it anyways because this is what your book says you're working on. So, oh, see, that's not right either. Let's see here. Maybe it's not in this workbook. Maybe it's a different workbook, huh? Rats. Okay, so I guess I'll have to assign it to you here, which I was hoping not to do, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do. No, this is not. This just says week 5, unit 1. Grammar, simple sentences. Practice book, page 49. Page 40. Okay. No, we were in that far. Okay. No, that's not right either. I think that it's a different practice book, guys. So, okay, so let's go back and let's go in here and let's look at this again. Okay. So you have a simple sentence and coordinating conjunctions and or but. Okay. The bear caught a fish, but it slipped through its paws. So you're combining two simple sentences. All right. So this is a landmark for all. It's a story from there, right? And it says combine the two underlined simple sentences using the word and. Write the new sentence on the lines below. All right. So we have, here we have, every year more than 500 million people. Oh, that's really thick. I don't want that. Just a second. We're gonna make it opacity smaller. Okay. Every year, more than 5 million people visit the Grand Canyon. They hike the trails and explore the caves. They snap pictures of the magnificent views. They admire the wildlife. Okay, so how can you combine this? Are we going to use and? Is that what it says? Yes, it says we have to use the word and. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine this. But Miss Marissa, you can combine it in your page here. You can do that yourself. But I'm gonna combine it on Jamboard, okay? Because it'll be easier for me to print it or type it out. Or you can type it too, looks like. Okay, so we'll type it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't want it, I want it on the line. Okay, so it says what? They snap pictures of magnificent views. What did they do? they snap pictures, right? And admire, right? Okay, so they snap pictures. So they snap pictures of the magnificent views and admire the wildlife. That's what they're doing, right? Does that make sense? Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see. All right. See now, I don't know. I can't. How do you make it bigger? Are you be able to see it? I don't understand that. Okay, let's see here. Minus. Okay. Minus again. Okay, there we go. All right, you're going to have to just zoom it in. I don't know how to do that on this, but that's okay. All right, so to snap pictures of magnificent views and admire the wildlife. Okay, let's go in a little bit again so you can see. Oh, my Lord. Oh, here. Okay, there we go. Miss Marissa figured it out. Okay, so they snap pictures of the magnificent views and admire the wildlife. Did I combine that sentence and make it more interesting? And that's what a conjunction does. It makes the sentence more interesting. Okay, so it says, write about a landmark you have visited. Tell why you thought it was interesting. Check your work when you're done to make sure you use complete sentences. Now, you don't have to use compound sentences. You can try, okay? But try to make something. So remember we talked about landmarks. We talked about the the President Timur on the horse. That's a landmark. Or now you talked about like Martin Luther King thing, or you talked about Statue of Liberty, or you talked about other places. Maybe it's the big sequoia trees. Okay, these are all landmarks in the world, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to write a story about a landmark that you have visited, okay? And tell why you thought it was very interesting. And then when you are finished, make sure you have complete sentences. Complete sentences means what? That you have, I'm going to write this here on the sign. This is not your story. I'm just writing it. A complete sentence means that you have a subject plus a predicate, right? You have a who or what the sentence is about and a predicate. So when it says here, make sure you check your work when you're done to make sure you use complete sentences. Your sentences must have a subject and a predicate. And I think this is what we're going to do with this. Imposters. I need from imposters at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. Okay? Crewmates, you need to have at least 3 sentences. Okay? Engineers, you can work on, you can do it in 2 sentences. And shapeshifters, I want you to draw me a picture. Shapeshifters will draw a picture. And explain to Miss Tamaris what you drew. She will write it down. Okay? You will draw a picture. Now, imposters, if you want to draw a picture, you can do that too. And crewmates, you can draw a picture too, but you still have to write your sentences. If you want to do this on a different piece of paper, it's okay, you can. All right. I don't believe it says, see, it says 49. It doesn't, it's not there on page 49. So I don't really know what that is. But anyways, so if you want to do this on a different piece of paper, you can do it on a different piece of paper. But if you're okay with doing it here, you can do it here. Very soon though, grade 3, I have bought you some composition books. And you're going to be doing all your writing in those books. Okay? It's okay to do writing in the computer, but I think it's better so that we can bring those books back and forth so mommies and daddies can see them, okay? Okay. All right. So that's what you're supposed to do today in English, all right? In addition to what you're supposed to do yesterday. Now I'm going to go out of here quickly and we will assign this, all right, to you. Assign to everybody. This is making a compound sentence. Yes. This is, we said imposters must write 5 sentences. Okay. Crewmates must write 3 sentences. Engineers must write 2 sentences. And the shape shifters, you can just draw a picture about the landmark, okay, that you visited and explain to Miss Timaris what you drew. And Miss Timaris will write down word for word what you said. Okay? It's good when we do our writing that the children can see progress in their writing. So the reason why we write it down exactly and not change the grammar and not change it how exactly why we do it that way is so that we can see the child's growth. So if they use broken English, then we know where to like help them out, right? Okay, so if they say I drew a landmark and it's go to the park and it's okay. This means they're formulating in English what they're trying to say. That's a good thing. We want them to do that. All right. And when we have them do this kind of thing, then they dictate to us and we write down exactly what they said. So later on, when they conceptualize and think, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't say that exactly the right way. This is how you, okay, this is how you talk. They'll get that as we go on, right? So Miss Tamarius will write it down exactly how the child said it, and those kids, and they know who they are, the shapeshifters, okay? All right. So this is what you have to do for this assignment. If you want to do it on paper, like I said, imposters, you can draw a picture. And crewmates, you can draw a picture. And engineers, you can also draw a picture. But you have to at least have your sentences there too. All right. Due date. Yeah, I can say it was due in 1 week. We're going to give it to everybody. Everybody gets to do it. And we're going to assign. There, it's done. It's going to be in your to-do thing. You can also do this one. I'll assign this as well as a game. Okay, practice with compound sentences. This I'm not going to require. I just want it to be practice, and everybody can do this as well. Okay. All right, so this is a simple and compound sentences. All right, so I'm gonna stop this one and you guys are gonna have this to do for English today whole group because I think you've got 2 levels of English, right? And Mr. Myers, yeah, I think you guys have 2 Englishes today. All right, so go ahead and do that during your 2 English groups. In another video, I will bring in the spelling words for the other kids, okay? All right, great, awesome. Okay, I think we're done. I will see you guys in a second.